This radio show might make you cry, will probably make you angry, will most assuredly make you laugh, and is guaranteed to make you think. 3-6 Nation Radio, where no topic is too hot, no take is too cold, with Monica Livingston and Shawn Parker. 3-6 Nation Radio, in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to 3-6 Nation Radio. I am Monica D. Livingston, founder and leader of the 3-6nation.com.
I'm Shawn William Parker, the main event voice.
And he is the main event voice. Happy Thursday. What a week it's been already. I mean, we've had some crazy stuff happen already.
I'm telling you.
It's not even the weekend yet. So
I mean, you know, we had shootings. We had.
We'll talk a little bit about that, but I don't
right,
want to
we've
talk
had
too
death.
much about it.
Jim Graham,
Yeah.
councilman, passed away.
It's okay. We're going to try to have some fun this segment, though, too.
Yeah, we're going to lighten this thing up.
All the stuff that's been going on. Listen, I want to address one thing. Shawn, so some of the Facebook Live people have been watching us on Facebook Live, and they've been like, oh, you guys cut the commercial, and we don't see any commercials, and they act like we don't have no real show or nothing. Like, we have real commercials, real sponsors and everything. If you go to listenvisionlive.com, you will see our
all
sponsors,
the commercials.
Right, and all of that. So if you choose to watch it on Facebook Live, which is fine, you can, just you won't be able to see that. And if anyone else texts me talking about the banner is backwards one more dang on time, the banner is not the backwards.
I did notice that when you watch it,
Right.
But we're sitting here, the 3 is over my shoulder,
Right.
The N is down there, so it's
It's
straight.
the right way. If you
It's
go to
the right way.
listenvisionlive.com, you're going to see it the correct way. So however you choose to watch it, but please leave me alone thinking that I didn't put up a banner backwards here week after week after week. And speaking of week after week, it's our 4th week.
It is.
I can't believe it. They keep letting us in the building, which is great. And I'm excited about our show lineup.
So that means we paid our bills. So
Yeah, I mean, so far. I mean, don't look for, I don't know what's going to happen next month, but anyway, if you would like an opportunity to sponsor us, maybe this is a good segue. Please give me a call, and we can set that up. Call Shawn or I. Go to our Facebook page. We will send you the information. But so far, so good, and we're enjoying ourselves. And the show is Kelly Kratz, lead trainer for Positive Coaching Alliance. I'm really excited about this interview that I booked with Kelly. She's doing amazing things, and Positive Coaching Alliance is doing amazing things with youth and youth sports. So we've got her in our community spotlight segment, and
3-6 Nation news and sports are regular segments.
And then we've got our confessions and advice.
Confessions.
Ooh, it's getting dirty. They just keep calling and texting. I'm like, I don't even want to read some of this stuff.
That's right. And make sure you call in. Make sure you tweet us. Hit us up on Facebook. 3-6 Nation is the Facebook. You can hit us up on Instagram at 3_6_nation and on Twitter at 3-6 Nation.
And do that. Please do that. I think sometimes people aren't doing it while we're on, and I'm thinking that's because we're so like entertaining that they can't even do anything else. I
didn't mention the call-in number, which is 203-580-3636.
That's right. So we will be right back with our news for you today, right after we pay. There's a little fly in here. Sorry, I'm not just waving my hand. After we pay a little tribute to our sponsor, the Crystal City Sports Pub. We'll be right back.
It's Shawn Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com. It's 3-6 Nation News, the DMV's #1 source for the hot topics and current news of the day, with Sean Burgundy and Monica Corningstone.
I don't know who that is that does our voiceovers for that, but wow, that guy is talented.
Yeah.
He is good.
That guy.
Yeah, we got to get him in studio or something. I don't know.
He's the real deal Holyfield right there.
3-6 Nation News brought to you by our idiot minds. That's the way it goes. All right, first story. I hate to break this to everybody out there on Facebook Live and on the radio, but we are all going to die.
What happened?
We're all going to die.
What's wrong?
People have long known that French fries aren't great for your health, but now a study has linked eating fried potatoes at least twice a week with an increased risk of death.
Whoa.
French fries.
Wait a minute. Does it say when you going to die, though? Because...
No.
Oh, well, then I'm fine. We're going to die at some point. I'm going to eat some French fries now.
The study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition looked at potato consumption in 4,400 older people between the ages of 45 and 79. Well, neither one of us has hit that yet.
Oh, you are
I'm
so
close.
kind.
I'm very
I'm
close.
there, but you're so kind.
Over the course of
okay.
8 years, by the end of the study, 236 people had died. Now, hold on a second. Time out. I mean...
That ain't just
those
fries.
236 people, that was more than French fries. After adjusting for several risk factors, okay, there we go, eating potatoes overall did not increase a person's risk for death. But when researchers looked more closely at the types of potatoes that people were eating, they found that eating fried potatoes, including French fries, fried potatoes, and hash browns at least 2 times per week was linked to more than double the risk of death. Now, this is just... Why did they have to do a study about this? This is common sense. If you drop any food,
right,
if you put it in batter,
right, the fries,
and
right.
drop it in hot oil, you have added fat, saturated fat, and calories, and the whole 9 to it. Why did they need to waste taxpayers' money, whoever's money, to do this study?
I'm with you, Shawn. Like, thank you for saying that. There are some studies that are done that I think are just ridiculous, and I want to know where they're getting money.
And don't get me wrong,
that
science is absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
We absolutely need clinical studies done for the curing of diseases and everything.
I didn't need that one.
Potatoes, French fries, we know that going to... I'm not going to name any particular fast food places.
We might need a sponsor from them. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. We like everybody's
going to fast food restaurants where they got the little basket. And, we're going to die. We know that. But let us enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah.
French fries, we're done with that story.
Well, I'm going to keep eating my French fries. You're going to die anyway.
That's right.
That's it. So I like French fries. I'm not currently eating them. You did buy me some French fries last show, and I did eat 3 of them, only 3 of them, because I'm trying to get myself
What did you do with the rest of them?
I gave them to you. Don't try to pretend like you don't know what happened to them.
You gave them back to me?
I did. I gave them back to you, and
wow.
they're gone. That's what the heck happened to them. All right, so listen. Here's my story. An American sailor who was presumed dead after a huge man overboard search has been found alive after he was discovered to be hiding in the own ship's engine room for a week. Let me tell you something. This guy was on the USS Shiloh. He's a 23-year-old sailor. This started on June 8th. There was a massive 50-hour search for him that covered over 5,500 square feet, and this fool was in the boat the whole time, hiding out in the engine room. Wait a minute. Here's the kicker, though. For over a week. He was in there. Exactly. He was in there for a week. He didn't have anything to eat. He's in there urinating. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with him, but obviously something is wrong with him. He's been transferred to USS Ronald Reagan for a psychiatric evaluation. And we spent a ton of money on this guy looking for him. I'm glad he's alive. I don't mean to say hats off to, our servicemen and women, love them. But yeah, I just wonder if we started the search the right way. Like there wasn't anybody, a roommate that could have been like, why don't we start with the boat? Like that would have seemed like the most important thing to do is to look for him.
Well, I mean,
right on the boat.
I mean, I'm just thinking that every single sailor and, officer and layman on that boat, they should know every inch of that boat. They should know every nook and cranny, every hiding place, So how did he evade them for so long?
Yeah, it was over a week. And, I don't know. Like I said, I hope the guy gets some help. He didn't jump overboard, but it also, it's like, why didn't we, like you said, it took us a week to find one individual who was on our boat. And it makes me a little nervous about what else could pop off on the boat, to be real honest with you.
The unfortunate thing is, and even though all of the services, when people go through basic training,
right,
they take them through psychological evaluations and everything. So because they want people that are going to be not only physically tough, but also mentally tough to take on the overwhelming stresses that they go through. And as a matter of fact, this is just an aside, a personal aside. Every time I see a serviceman, a first responder, as I'm traveling around, whether it's in a restaurant, on the street, or whatnot, I take a moment to thank that person
Me too, Shawn.
for everything that they do, because I know I couldn't do it. So we don't know what's going on with him personally, professionally, that caused him to do that.
Absolutely. And I'm not upset with him.
No,
right?
but that's just a long time for him to be AWOL.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And to be on the ship.
So there are some systems that should have been in place for him to be missing. They even released a statement. Our thoughts are with our lost shipmate, his family, and the officers and crew of the U.S. Shiloh as we are looking for him searching. They're looking in the water. This man ain't never got off the boat. Okay, he's still on the boat the entire time. Not upset with him. His sister made a call. If you know where he could be, please. But I believe my brother has lost his life. He loves serving the people of this country. I mean, all of this is going on, and he's in the engine room. So really not about him. Again, I hope he gets the help that he needs, but I think we need some better systems in place. So if someone is missing, because the very same thing could have happened if I'm on the boat and I'm serving and I go to do a duty at the end of the boat, I have a heart attack, you're not going to find me for a week. Or if I'm sick, you're not going to find me for a week. Or if I'm, delusional, you're not going to find me for a week. So hopefully this will open up, the pathway for them to make some other adjustments so that this doesn't happen. They looked, after spending 50 hours, they were looking for him in the sea. And it just doesn't seem like they checked really good on the friggin' ship. It's not a boat, it's a ship. But anyway.
Well, I mean, if people in Orange is the New Black can hide in inside large dryers and different nooks and crannies in Litchfield, don't get me started.
Are you watching Orange is the New Black?
I'm currently on episode 7. I haven't gotten through the whole thing yet.
Oh, wait a minute. 7. You might be ahead of me. 7. Okay, don't say that. You might actually be. How are you ahead of me on, like, Orange is the New Black?
Oh, I can binge.
Okay.
Once I start watching, yeah.
All right. So maybe we'll do a Orange is the New Black review.
I think we might.
Next Thursday. All right.
Wouldn't it be cool
check
if
out
we could get
Orange is
one of
New
them
Black
on the phone or
it would
in
be.
the studio?
I'm working on it. Listen, we are
Let's see if anybody's. I need to see if any of them live in the area.
Our guests, we're upgrading. One is Poussey is from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Very nice.
Yeah, I have a friend.
I was just talking about her before we went on air.
She's fabulous. I had a friend of mine actually meet her at a hospital in Fort Washington. I don't want to. Well, let me not give out Poussey's business. Who she was visiting.
That was up in her business.
That was wrong. Okay, what else you got for me?
All right, what have I got for you,
ladies and gentlemen? Let's get ready to.
Because of contractual obligations with him and that phrase, I can't play the whole thing. But let's get ready to. Michael Buffer. Mayweather McGregor is set.
Shucks.
August 26th.
Okay.
These two are going to, in the words of the famous boxing referee Mills Lane, let's get it on.
I love Mills Lane.
On August 26th, they are going to fight. Mayweather is the favorite. The undefeated 49-0 Mayweather has been retired since September of 2015, so almost 2 years.
Right.
And McGregor is a two-time two-division champion in UFC, and he applied for his boxing license recently in Nevada and would have to adjust to a boxing-only fight because it's boxing only.
Okay.
He cannot use his kicks and whatnot. There are people within the boxing industry that are absolutely incensed that this is going on because boxing has had a problem, basically for the last, I would say 35 to 40 years, losing its footing, At one time, boxing was the king of sports.
Oh, yeah.
In the United States, and the heavyweight division was the crown jewel, and that has gone down. I defy anybody to tell it. We should have a contest. Does anybody know who any of the world heavyweight champions are right now? I think there's like 3 or 4.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you that. But boxing has really been on the decline, and so a lot of people within the sport, they are just appalled that they're trying to regain their legitimacy, and this guy comes in, Conor McGregor, going to come in, going to get paid millions of dollars, going up against a future Hall of Famer in the sport.
I would say though that if he's going to bring a different viewership to boxing, right, because he has his own following. That it could be good for boxing. I get it. It's like, you want the sport to stay pure, but obviously it's staying pure hasn't been beneficial in terms of its growth, right? So maybe mixing it up will do something. I'm not really interested at all, to be very honest. Mayweather gets on my nerves consistently since birth.
Right. But as I was telling my best friend yesterday, Mayweather, if there's money to be found, he's going to find it.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, this is the same man that a few years ago was in one of the featured matches in WrestleMania.
That's true.
And he fought the Big Show, a guy that's 7 feet tall, at the time 500 pounds, and he's in the ring. Big Show is on his knees, and he's going rat-a-tat-tat on his skull.
Listen, viewers, listeners, you know that it is not a show unless Shawn can somehow talk about grown men wrestling. Okay? So you're right. I remember it, but that's okay. Let me tell you real quick. I just want to talk about something real quick, and then we're going to get to Kelly. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to stay long on the gunman in Alexandria, Virginia. It was a
terrible tragedy.
It was. I'm going to play a little bit devil's advocate here, and there are a couple things that really, kind of angered me in watching the footage. It was a travesty what happened. I agree with that. The guy is obviously delusional, but some of the comments were just, angered me a bit, because there was one, Nancy Pelosi said, it's a sad day when you can't play baseball, in Alexandria, Virginia. And I'm like, there's tragedy and sadness happening all the time.
Right. But I understood where she was coming from.
I'm not mad. Listen, I love Nancy Pelosi, but no one died. There are minority children, and forget even minority children, dying in poverty all across our country, that cannot go to basketball courts or tennis courts or wherever, where they're being shot at just because of crossfire. And so, I'm sorry it happened. Hopefully this attention will make them rethink some of the gun laws that are in place that Republicans are always talking about, that they want to pass. Now here you have an absolute lunatic that was able to fire on you.
I actually saw one of the congressmen, I believe it was the congressman from Alabama who was there on the scene. They asked him in the interviews after this went on, if that would make him rethink his position on our gun laws.
Right, what he said.
And, he basically went in and said that, this isn't going to change anything from their, I believe, and please excuse me if I get this wrong, I think it's their Fourth Amendment rights for gun ownership and whatnot. But basically, he was saying that this changes nothing, that people still have the right to go and have guns. Just because someone stands up and they make a speech that people don't like, that doesn't mean that we take away their right to speak. Therefore, just because someone goes and they misuse the firearms, that doesn't mean you take everybody's rights away.
Well, and I've never killed anybody with my tongue.
Yes, that's.
I have never killed anybody with my tongue. I done tried to slay a couple with my tongue, but they still breathing. Okay, right? But I've never. So it's a little different. And my second thing was, and this is it, and I'm gonna get off of it. Why were they playing baseball at 7:45 in the morning when they should have been at work? My tax dollars were paying them to play baseball. No, I know it was a charity event.
Right.
So they could have volunteered Saturday and Sunday when they are off.
Well, the game was on. The game
is today.
Is today.
Mm-hmm.
So, they wanted to get that last minute practice in.
I don't understand.
We don't know whether or not they had votes or whatnot.
I don't understand what you're saying.
So you get in early. We don't know what their office
They
hours.
should have
their-
been
their
at work.
Office hours, Wait a minute. Now, this happened like around 7 o'clock.
Right.
Their office hours could have been like Big Red in 5 Heartbeats. 9 to 5. So it... I'm sorry. No, it's possible that their hours were a little bit later, or they scheduled their hours a little bit later so that they could get the practice in. We don't know. I didn't look.
They won't flex time.
I didn't look to see whether or not the field they were practicing on had lights, and that's a consideration.
It doesn't.
Not all of the fields in this area have lights.
Right.
So you have to factor all of that in. So I'm gonna give them a pass on that.
You sounding like a Republican in here today.
No, I'm just sounding like a person that
We need a commercial.
They deserve extracurricular activities.
Okay.
Because that could have very easily been the Democrats or the Independents.
But it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Right. We were at work. Democrats were at work. We weren't practicing. You know why? Because we're going to win today anyway. What time is that game? You probably going to tell us it.
I think the game was like 7 or something like that.
Okay.
It's at Nats Park.
Right.
So,
well, I hope people do show up for it. It's for a good cause.
It's for charity. They do it. They've been doing it for like 50, 60 years.
Yeah,
so.
it's a good cause. So go out to it. I want them to not practice on my time, but Shawn has educated me that maybe they won't flex schedule, so that's cool. We're actually gonna get. Oh, you have another story. No, that's it.
No, that's it.
Oh, good. So then we are on time. Look at this. We're gonna have Kelly Kratz from Positive.
We're still 6 minutes late, but
that's all right. That's right on time for us. Next up will be Kelly Kratz from Positive Coaching Alliance. I'm super excited about this interview, and so let's look at a little bit about what Positive Coaching Alliance has been up to lately, especially around the Super Bowl time for the NFL. So we'll look at that. And when I say look at that, for the people again on Facebook Live, go to listenvisionlive.com. You'll be able to actually see what I am talking about.
We're a simulcast show.
Yes, right. We are. We'll be right back.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox.
He's not like most coaches, where they're just strictly a coach. He could be your friend too. He actually cares about his kids, and you can see that.
She's a role model for everyone.
She's so motivating. She embodies the whole spirit of team sports.
For me, I see him as a father figure.
She's the best coach I could ever ask for.
For me, she has been probably the most moving figure that has been in my life.
She actually cares about every single one of us deeply and how we are not only as swimmers, but as people.
She's like a family member to me who I admire, and I wish to be like her when I grow up.
Three Six Nation Radio. I'm Shawn. This is Monica, and it's time for our Community Spotlight. You can start over the music if you'd like to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you will hear, the next voice you're going to hear is Kelly Kratz from PCA. Kelly became a workshop trainer for PCA in 2009 in the Philadelphia area. In 2014, she became the national lead trainer in charge of new trainer development. Kelly currently teaches the PCA trainer training course to all candidates. Kelly was a 3-sport high school athlete, a D1 college field hockey, track and field, and lacrosse player at St. Joseph's University, a D2 college basketball coach, high school lacrosse and basketball coach, and of course, she is a double gold coach to her kids in youth and soccer and lacrosse. Kelly was third grade teacher at, I'm gonna mess this up, Matacatan, but she'll help me with that, school district before joining PCA, and has a master's degree in guidance and counseling. Macacton? We'll figure it out. She is still very active in sports and enjoys hiking, skiing, volleyball, biking, running, yoga, and spending quality time with her husband and 4 children in northern Chester County, Pennsylvania. And the one thing that I'm really impressed about, forget the trifecta that she was a triple threat in sports or whatever, is those 4 kids. That right there just made me sleepy just even thinking about it. But I mean, Lord. Let's see if we got Kelly on the phone. Kelly, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Welcome, Kelly.
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing what we do, trying to be like you. Thanks for joining us today. Listen, we're going to ask you just a couple of questions. My main thing that I want to do is get the PCA message out there. So tell the listeners and our viewers also, they got to see a clip if they're watching us about the PCA mission, but no better person to talk to about what PCA is trying to achieve than the lead trainer. So tell us about PCA.
You guys are going in and out. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get a better service here.
Okay.
I don't know why it's cutting in and out. Hold on.
All right. While she's doing that.
Okay, go ahead. Try again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let me make it short. Tell us about PCA.
That's quick and easy. In one sentence, right? I know you just said they saw the commercial. PCA is a nonprofit, and we are trying to ensure that every kid has a positive youth sports experience all around the world. That's the bottom line.
And how many cities are we in right now?
How many what?
How many cities? Like, let's talk about the reach of PCA.
I don't know why you guys are going in and out. Sorry about this.
You want me to text you the questions?
We see. Do we want to try? We're going to try to get her back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just curious. I was going to ask, and will still ask, of those 3 sports, which one she enjoyed more. I always wonder that with people that play multiple sports.
Yeah, it wasn't my
which
thing.
one? Yeah, I locked in on one when I was in school. I was a baseball player, and that was it. It's just very interesting. I'd like to know that.
Yeah. I'm going to try to see if I can get her. She sent us a different number, so we're going to try to get Kelly on this number here.
You just got all the digits.
All right, Kelly, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can. Let's give this a try. This must be a home number. Should I give this out on the air?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Okay, so I was asking, you gave us the elevator speech of what PCA is, and then the next question that I had, and then Shawn's going to ask you a couple questions as well, was what is our reach right now with PCA in terms of cities? How many athletic departments are we in? What is our reach in terms of making this mission, attainable and the goal? Speak to the goal of how many we want to reach, but where are we right now?
We're now, since 1998, since we started, right now we've reached about 8.6 million youth.
Wow.
Which seems like a ton, but when you've got 25 million youth in the country playing sports every year, there's a long way to go. We've done about 20,000 live workshops, and we've got about 4,000 partnerships throughout the country. So right now we're in 17 chapters all around the country, and we have 150 trainers all around the country that are delivering these live workshops to coaches and parents and athletes, athletic directors, all the way from itty-bitty tykes through college age.
All right. And Shawn, what did you want?
What is the biggest challenge that coaches have today? I know coaches, have a much more difficult job, than they had when I was playing sports and in generations past. But what's the biggest challenge coaches have right now?
It's interesting because I ask every workshop that I do, I go out. My first question is, what is your biggest challenge as a coach? What's your biggest joy as a coach? And 9 times out of 10, the coaches say their biggest challenge is parents.
Yep.
Which, is kind of surprising because you'd think that they would have to worry about the skills and how to get the kids to, shoot the ball in the basket. And they say, hands down, their biggest challenge is dealing with parents.
Yeah, and so how does PCA deal with that? Talk a little bit about. I know that PCA's mission is to make sure that it's a complete, successful youth experience by making sure that the youth have a good experience, that the parents have one, and the coaches and athletic directors as well. But since Shawn asked that, speak a little bit specifically to how you guys deal with that in terms of the parent element.
Well, I think for the most part, Monica, the parent aspect is all about educating the parents. All parents love their kids, and they want their kids to be the best they can be. And I think sometimes I always joke around at workshops and say some parents love a little more vocally than others. We love parents to be involved in their kids' sports. We want kids they're the backbone of the kids. They're the support network. But I think sometimes what parents get a little too over-involved, and they try to control a little bit of the situation too much, and they're not allowing their kids to fail. So one of the things that we really like to do is share with parents a lot of the research and the positive tactics they can use that can actually help motivate their kids in a positive way so that their kids will play better. And little Johnny wants his dad screaming on the sidelines of the soccer game. We're just trying to help Johnny's dad figure out what to yell.
Right.
So after a parent workshop that we've done, I've never had a parent come back and say, "Oh, this is crazy. I don't buy any of it." I mean, all the time they walk away and they say, "This is great. This is good stuff. I didn't think about." So, thank you so much for sharing. Our biggest thing with parents is letting the coaches coach, let the kids worry about the winning, let the coaches worry about winning, because we're definitely all about winning. We're all about competition. Leave the support of the life lessons to the parents. Because sometimes, when a kid doesn't get playing time and when a kid has a bad game, we need the parents to realize this is a great teachable growing moment for a kid.
Right.
Not a time to scream at your kid in the car and say, well, you didn't perform to your potential, you're now punished for the rest of the weekend.
So what's the best thing that a parent can do to help PCA and the goals and aspirations of PCA?
I think that's a hard question. That's kind of a loaded question. What's the best thing they can do? I think the best thing they can do is just support your child and match their child's passion for a sport. Make sure that you have your goals straight as a parent. Why do you want your kids to play sports? And that's the first question that we ask at our parent workshops. What are your goals for your child in sports? And most of the parents, almost 100% of them will say, I want my kids to learn teamwork. I want them to get good physical fitness. I want them to have good friends. I want them to learn a little bit of grit and how to push through things and work hard and face a defeat. None of them ever say that their number one goal for their kid in sports is to win. And very rarely will you have them admit that they want a scholarship for their kid. However, that's the reality of it, and I think those pressures are what kind of take over. What we try to just share with parents is that the more you put pressure on your kids and the more you quote-unquote punish them for not performing well, the more your kids are going to want to run away from the sport.
That's true.
And we've got the research to back it up. So I see these parents that their kids are 10 years old and they're screaming at them after a game and yelling at them, and that's a great way to get your kids to quit.
Yeah, it certainly is. And you know what? You brought up the research, Kelly, and I appreciate that, because this isn't like one of the things that I always tell people about PCA is this isn't like, we're just making this stuff up. It is actually research-based, that this is the real deal, that it actually works and it's better for children for them to have this positive experience. Talk a little bit about the fact that, this isn't just a little organization. We've got some big names involved with us across all sports, and talk about the board, the advisory board, who's on that, and some of the partnerships that are solidifying this message for PCA.
Yeah, so that's what most impressed me about the organization when I first found out about it, because Phil Jackson is our national spokesperson, first of all. And all the people that are on the National Advisory Board, they actually do it as volunteers. So Steve Kerr, he likes to win a little bit, I'd say. He's on our National Advisory Board. Julie Foudy, Bruce Bochy, Doc Rivers. These are some big names in all sports, all different levels. But the cool thing is we also have people like Dr. Carol Dweck, Dr. Mary Fry. We've got Albert Bandura. We've got people that are teaching and researching. Barbara Fredrickson at UNC. Mary Fry's at University of Kansas. Carol Dweck was at Columbia. Now she's at Stanford. She taught at Harvard. These are professors and researchers that spend their life's work studying positivity, motivation, caring climate, and they're working with Major League Baseball teams. They're working with the NFL. They're working with the NHL. And Charlie Marr for the Cleveland Indians. These are people that are taking time out of their own lives to help promote a positive culture in youth sports, and they're partnering with our organization to get the word out to parents because we want kids to stay in sports as long as they can. So that's what really blew me away. I was an educator. I was big into the research, and it's just really cool to hear the studies, the people that are spending their life's work studying the effects of positivity versus negativity, and what type of coaching tactics work well and which ones actually don't in the short term and in the long term.
Perfect. So for everybody out there that's listening, how can they get involved with PCA?
Good question. So easiest way, like everything else, you Google it. So I tell people, if you're not sure where to find it, Google it. So we do have a great website, www.positivecoach.org. But again, you can just Google Positive Coaching Alliance. It'll pop right up. And our website has all different ways. You can actually tap into resources. So we have a link to a DevZone website, which is basically a WebMD for coaches. It's a searchable database. If you're a parent, if you're a coach, even if you're an athlete and you have a question about, what do I do if my child gets cut? What do I do if they're playing with a ball hog? Whatever it is, you type it in, and we have loads of resources that will come out for you. We've got about 1 million hits to that DevZone website right now, so it is definitely being used. But just our regular website, there's a way to get involved. You can click on links that can say, bring PCA to my school, bring PCA to my sports organization. And since we have 17 chapters around the country, there's probably one not too far from where people live, and they can get connected. So that's one of the best ways is just to reach out. There's contact on our website. We've spread like wildfire since 1998, and it's all by word of mouth. I used to joke that it's not like you see our commercials on the Super Bowl, but then this year we did have a commercial on the Super Bowl, so that was really cool.
Nice. That was awesome. I was watching the Super Bowl and the PCA commercial came on. I was like, those are my friends. Those are my friends.
Yeah. And the coolest part about the whole thing was that it was donated. So,
right.
We take tons of, we're a nonprofit, so we take donations to keep our company up and running. And people have said, man, you guys dropped a pretty penny on that. And I said, no, it was absolutely free. Fox Sports nominated our company as one of the top companies in the country to be able to donate a 30-second spot during the Super Bowl. So that said a lot about our company as well.
I was just going to say that, Kelly. I was just going to say, when you're in that kind of company, and you're getting recognition from these big organizations, Fox and the NFL, you're doing something right. I am proud and pleased to be a member of PCA with you guys, fighting the fight to bring, positive experiences to youth that are playing sports, and we want to keep doing that. So I thank you right now. I'm sure you are on your way to a practice with one of them 4 kids that you have. Right. So I want to thank you.
Season has started.
And school is out for all of them, right?
Yep, you got it.
Woo! You got your own little athletic department happening right over there. So I'm gonna I'm gonna let you get back to it. And hey, I will see you pretty soon next Thursday in Cali.
All right, yeah, I'll see you next week.
And remember, that's www.positivecoach.org. Kelly Kratz. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
All right, take care now. Be safe.
Okay, bye-bye.
All
right. That was a great talk with Kelly Kratz, and we are going to keep this thing rolling.
Keep it moving.
It's time for 3-6 Nation Sports.
Don't do your
3-6 Nation Sports in a minute.
The NCAA has placed the University of Louisville basketball team on 4 years probation and suspended head coach Rick Pitino for the first 5 ACC games of the upcoming season for violations involving players who received sexual favors arranged by a former staffer.
Damn.
Louisville will also have 4 scholarships reduced and vacate all records from December 2010 to July 2014 when ineligible student athletes competed. The Vertical's Adrian Wojnarowski reported on his podcast yesterday that there is no expectation that LeBron James will re-sign in Cleveland and could become a free agent next summer if he declines his 2018-19 player option, which is worth nearly $36 million. The probable destination? The Staples Center, to join either the Clippers or the Lakers. And round 1 of the 117th U.S. Open is in progress from Erin, Wisconsin. Ricky Fowler is currently the leader, shooting 7 under par through 18 holes. That's 3-6 Nation Sports in a minute.
Hey.
I'm S to the PZ.
Oh, shucks. Now, let me tell you what I heard. Yes. I heard Louisville's nasty.
Louisville.
Louisville.
The people down there will get you. It's Louisville.
They nasty. So I call them whatever I want. Louisville's nasty. LeBron needs to come here with KD for the Wizards. And I don't care nothing about golf. So
come on, it's That's a pipe dream. Come on.
I know. Wouldn't it be nice though? Like seriously, wouldn't it be nice? But
I mean, it'd
that's
be
okay.
nice for DC to win a championship other than the DC Divas.
That's right. Whoop, whoop.
The two-time reigning and defending
whoop.
national champions.
You already know, www.dcdivas.com.
That's right.
All right, listen, we will be right back. Let's take another look at PCA, Positive Coaching Alliance, and when we come back,
a new segment.
Oh, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to get it done. Jacob, take us away with PCA.
All right.
He's not like most coaches, where like they're just like strictly a coach. He could be your friend too. He actually like cares about his kids, and you can see that.
She's a role model for everyone.
She's so motivating. She embodies the whole spirit of team sports.
For me, I see him as a father figure.
She's like the best coach I could ever ask for.
For me, she has been probably the most moving figure that has been in my life.
She actually cares about every single one of us deeply and how we are not only as swimmers but as people.
She's like a family member to me who I admire, and I wish to be like her when I grow up.
Come on, hustle, 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 hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox Sports.
All right, we are back.
We are back, and we are ready for our new segment.
This is new.
Oh wow! Let's get the segment
what you got for
screen
us,
up. It's time for our brand new segment here on 36 Nation Radio, and it's called
Make the Intern Laugh. Ha ha ha! And we have two interns joining us today. Let's cut to them. Our intern Allison. Allison, say hi to the people. And Paige, all right. So here's the thing.
How's this gonna work?
This is how this is gonna work. We are gonna tell jokes, and Allison and Paige are gonna decide who is the funniest. I'm gonna start it off because I'm funnier and it's my show. But anyway, no, right? And they are gonna score us. They're gonna score us. We get 1 point for a turn up of the corner of the lip, a smirk or smile. 2 points if they actually make some kind of movement and verbal laughter comes out of them or
like
noise.
a slight guffaw.
Like even if they go like that. So you don't write that down. He's already started. Okay, don't cheat. Okay, so I will lead off.
All right.
Here's my first joke. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want them to remember. There's no pressure. I don't want y'all to think about the fact that it's 36 Nation. You vote however you want to vote. Okay? First joke. A woman gets on a bus with her baby. The bus driver says, "Ugh, that's the ugliest baby I've ever seen." The woman walks to the rear of the bus. She sits down. She's fuming. She's so ticked off. She says to the man next to her, "That driver just insulted me." The man says, "Hey, listen, you better stand up for yourself. You go up there and you tell him off. Go on. I'll hold your monkey for you." Okay. Go ahead, Shawn.
Okay. That was fun. Okay, that was cute. All right, here we go. A man with no arms, a man with no legs, and a blind man are walking down the street. Okay. Man with no arms and man with no legs get into a fight. The man with no arms said, "Man, I'm going to knock you out." The man with no legs said, "Man, I'm going to kick your butt." The blind man said, "I got to see this."
Wait a minute. Don't score him just because I laughed at him. Okay.
See, the audience likes it.
All right, here I go.
Okay.
A young blonde woman is distraught because she fears her husband is having an affair. She goes to a gun shop and she buys a handgun. The next day she comes home and guess what? She finds her husband in bed with this beautiful redhead.
Ooh.
She grabs the gun, holds it to her own head. Her husband jumps up. He's pleading with her. Please don't shoot yourself. Hysterically, the blonde responds to the husband and says, shut up, you're next. That's all right, I'm coming for you next round. That's okay. That's all right.
Round 2.
Savage.
All right.
Savage.
So you got these two best friends that are walking down the street.
Okay. All right.
So they're walking, having a conversation. All of a sudden, the first friend stops, starts sniffing, turns to his friend and said, man, did you poop in your pants? It's like, no, I didn't poop in my pants. Go ahead. So they keep walking another, couple of blocks. Guy sniffs again. He smells. It's like, man, did you poop in your pants? No, I didn't poop in my pants. Will you go ahead? So they keep walking another couple of blocks. Finally, the guy, he smells it again. He had enough. He stops and he said, man, I know you pooped in your pants. Pull your pants down. The guy pulls his pants down. And I mean, he's just loaded with poo. And the guy said, I thought you said you didn't poop in your pants. The guy said, oh, I thought you meant today.
I thought he was going to say, these aren't my pants. No, see, he controls the buttons. That was a womp, womp, womp.
Okay, all right. I'll be fair.
All right.
I'll be fair. There you go. All
right, here I go.
All right, round 3.
Here we go.
I'm ready for a good one.
Get ready. Let me get ready. Here we go. A guy meets a sex worker. Well, that's it. Let me just tell the story. So this guy goes into the strip club, right? Mm-hmm. This guy goes into a strip club. He meets a stripper. And she's dancing, looking at him. She likes him, comes over to him. He's like, hey, he's kind of feeling her, right? And then she's like, it's your lucky day. He's like, well, okay, what's good? What's going on? I'll do anything you want me to do. Anything you want me to do.
Oh, boy.
For $300, as long as you can say it in 3 words or less. He's like, shoot, all right. He looks in his wallet. He's got 3 crisp $100 bills, lays them out, puts them side by side. And she's like, okay. He's like, I'm ready. And she said, anything. He said, anything? She said, anything. But remember, 100 each word, 300 words or less. And he says, all right. She's rubbing up against him a little bit. He says, hold on. And she said, what is it, honey? What do you want? Tell me those 3 words. And he says, paint my house. You can't get a whole house painted for $300.
That was all right. That was okay. It was ironic.
Paige just shook her head. No.
All right.
Paige just said absolutely not. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so here we go. All right. A snail walks into a car dealership. And he's like, I want the biggest, most expensive Cadillac you have, white Cadillac. And the snail says, and I want you to paint a big red S on the passenger side door. And then I want you to paint another red S on the driver's side door. And I want you to paint S's on the hood and the trunk and the roof. And the dealer says, well, why do you want all of those S's on there like that? And the snail said, because when I drive down the street, I want people to say, look at that escargot.
Oh. Yikes.
Okay.
We're going to have to get new interns. They're like,
yikes.
I hope this is going to be a regular thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe better jokes.
Okay, we got 2 more. We got 2 more.
All right, here we go.
I was told that they had to be kind of corny. All right,
That's right. Here we go.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to stay in the animal family. That's what I'm going to do. So a man sitting at his house, and he hears a knock at the door. I just did that just for a filler. I forgot the joke. Here's a knock on the door.
You should have told me. I'd have had a knock effect for you.
He goes to the door, opens up the door, and there's this turtle there. And he's like, what the heck? He takes the turtle, and he throws the turtle as far as he possibly can. Like, so rude, right? Slings the turtle, just throws the turtle as far as he can. He goes back, sits down.
That's tortoise abuse.
Listen, a year and a half later, guess what? Guy hears this at the door. He opens the door. He's like, what? Hello? And the same turtle. And Turtle's like, It's a year and a half later. And Turtle was like, "Hey, man, what was all that about?" See, it took the turtle a year and a half to get back to the door.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
Okay, I played that effect. I have a terrible sense of humor. That was funny. I did like that. I got 2 more, but they're short. I promise. All right. Okay. So here's the joke. What do you call a cow with no legs?
What?
Ground beef.
I got another short one just like that.
Okay.
I'll go right back to that. So, a man. Hold on. I'm trying to think of which one I want to tell first. Hold on.
All right.
A dyslexic man walks into a bra. You get it?
Okay,
Bar backwards.
Yes. Get it?
He walks into a bra.
Wow.
Instead of bar because he's dyslexic.
Wow. I don't even know if I can.
All right, last one. Come on.
Wow. Did you hear about the nosy pepper?
Oh, he's all up in your business.
Oh.
That was wrong. That was just wrong. That was wrong.
I don't think the joke's funny if you already know
Okay,
it.
all right. So all right. So that was an obvious.
You got a backup joke?
The backup jokes aren't family friendly.
Oh,
but that's
yeah,
okay.
we can't. Yeah, we're trying to keep this a friendly show. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna finish on a high note.
Okay.
Get ready to crack your side with this joke here. Okay. Right. 2 hunters are out in the woods when one of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other guy whips out his phone and calls 911. He tells the 911 operator, "My friend is dead. My friend is dead. What can I do?" The operator says, "Calm down. I can help. First, let's make sure he's dead." Then there's this silence. And then a shot is heard. Bam, bam. The guy goes back on the phone. He said, "He's dead now."
No. Savage. Savage.
Oh.
All right,
Wow.
so what we're going to do is we're making them sad. Dang, we got to tell better jokes. Okay. Our interns are looking for new internships. We're going to.
Well, obviously, Kevin Hart has nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's safe, right?
Yeah, I think
That's
he's
okay.
safe.
Let's go to Crystal City Sports Pub. Let's play a little tribute to them, and then.
But first of all, we'd like to say thank you for playing Make the Interns Laugh. You know, I had the closer, so we had to use it. Doesn't this bring back memories of watching old Bugs Bunny cartoons?
I love Bugs Bunny.
I do too.
Yeah.
Even though those.
What was it? The guy that used to try to catch him all the time.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, Elmer Fudd. All right, Crystal City Sports Pub. We'll be back with the winner, which I'm sure will be me.
Shawn Parker here. And whenever I want some good food in nice sized portions, not bird sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food. But then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com. It's Shawn.
All right, welcome back, 3-6 Nation Radio, and we need to have a winner for this Make the Intern Laugh contest.
Let's cut over to our intern, Jacob. Can you cut over to them and let's see what they have to say? This is their segment now.
Decide.
Both came pretty close.
We both came very close, but after a long deliberation on that break, the winner is Monica. Yeah,
slow it down for the drum roll.
I was having a problem with the sound effect, which is legit, but maybe it wasn't.
Oh no, we're gonna do this again. I want to hear the drum roll before my name is announced. Okay, so
all right.
I'll
so
cut to another commercial.
And I'm supposed to be the one that's a little more. All right.
Just everybody, you're not doing anything. Y'all at home already drinking wine or whatever, and just hang.
Do we have any sound on that, Jacob? There we go.
So the winner is Monica.
Hey!
I got I gave her 9 points, and I gave Shawn 5.
Okay.
Wow.
And I gave
Monica got 8 points from me, and Shawn got 6.
Okay. It was close. It was close.
I like you, Paige. I thought you were my friend, Amanda.
Excuse me. My time to give my speech, my acceptance speech.
Why did I call you Amanda? No, I just caught that.
Allison.
I just caught that. It was a DC Divas thing.
That's
I'm sorry.
one of the reasons.
I'm sorry.
That's one of the reasons you ain't win.
Oh, wow.
But listen, you only know that lady's name.
I'll pay you back. I promise. I'm sorry, Allison.
No, look,
My
we're even now.
acceptance speech time, please. Okay, here we go. So, I just want to thank you so much for thinking of me. And I worked hard on these jokes. It took me about 4 minutes to find them on the internet. And I do appreciate it. And we'll be back next week with another segment. And you'll have an opportunity to maybe win then. So, Shawn. Okay.
Oh, I was trying to play the music to play her off. Okay. That was fun, though.
It was fun. It was good stuff. Good
I
stuff.
like telling corny jokes.
All right. So,
What else we got?
Up next should be
What are we gonna do?
confessions real quick. I mean, we're out of time. Forget the calendar of events. I just want to read this letter real
Well, see,
quick.
sometimes you just have to wing it.
This is going to be easy. I can't wait to hear what your advice is going to be for this person. Hello, I would like to remain anonymous, but I have recently moved in with a couple. They are my very best friends and extremely lovely people, but I am finding myself feeling unimportant. I don't have strong family bonds. I have good friends, but all of them are a part of couples. I understand that your spouse is supposed to come first, but I feel last. I always listen to my friends who are couples, offer advice. I'm there 100%, but I don't get that in return because they have other emotional responsibilities. There will always be someone first. Sometimes I feel like the couple that I live with forget that I'm around. They text and talk in secret right in front of me. They are affectionate in front of me. I feel like they force themselves to feel concerned about me because I am their friend/roommate. Ultimately, I feel like as a single person, couples forget about me. They push me to the side, push me away, and they don't include me at all. I don't know how to process this. Do I have to accept that until I get into a relationship that I have to be a single doormat for them? I can offer a shoulder, but my friends can't offer me theirs because there's not enough space. What you think?
I think that she needs to understand her place in that particular formula. You know, she's not a couple. She is, in that instance, the third person. Just be comfortable being their friend and kind of be in tune with when they need to be alone.
Let me do this so I can do the last charge. She need to get her own place, get out to people's business, and get her own house. That's what she need to do. It's over. They got a relationship, and you living in their house. Get your own place, lady. Get your own place. That's it, and that's all. We got time, Jacob, for the last charge? We do not have time for the last charge.
The last charge can be the first charge next time.
That's
How about
right.
that?
How about that? So, I am Monica D. Livingston, and...
And I am Shawn William Parker, the main event voice. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next Thursday. You're not going to be here.
Yeah, I'm going to be in California.
I'm going to fly solo. It's the main event voice takeover.
I think I'm going to be calling in. Don't. You'll be talking about wrestling the whole
Block
show.
her number.
The whole show. The WWE Live 36 Nation event.
No, I promise it won't be. We'll have the same format that you love and want to see right here on 36 Nation Radio.
That's us, guys. We're out. Thank you so much. Take care.
Have a good one.